I am Nancy Revell, and I write a series of books called The Shipyard Girls. They are, well, we're now up to book 10. In total, there's going to be 12. The most recent one is called The Shipyard Girls on the Home Front. And basically, they're about a real eclectic mix of women who went to work in the Sunderland shipyards during World War II. So that is basically the nub of what the books are about. That, much to my surprise, they have been hugely successful and consistently make the Sunday Times bestsellers list. So that's great. And people, the feedback I'm getting at the moment, particularly this past year, has been that, which has warmed my heart, has been that they have provided great escapism for people in lockdown, and they've been really enjoying reading the books. So what I really wanted to say today, or talk a little bit about during this very short sort of space and time, is about libraries and about my love of reading, really, because it's World Book Day. Libraries to me have really struck quite an emotional chord, to be honest, because when I was, libraries for me were huge when I was young. It was somewhere that I could go, I could lose myself in. It was a place of sanctuary in a way. It was somewhere I could go, I could completely forget about everything. I could just sort of bumble about in this quite, well, it seemed a large building at the time, it was quite small, and just pick up books and have a little nib at that and a read of that, and get bored with that and put that away and pick something else up. It was a huge part of my growing up, actually, and I do feel like libraries, I'm very passionate about the importance of libraries, despite us being in this digital age where you can kind of download anything you want. I think libraries are hugely important, and hopefully even more so once we come out of lockdown, as providing a place for people, but particularly children and young people, to go to a safe place where they can walk through the doors, they know they're welcome. They could probably get a cup of coffee or tea, actually, especially if it's in the Word and South Shields, and they can kind of have a wander around and find something that they want to read or do or look at, or they might even just want to sit there and just contemplate life, and that they have the safety and the peace to do that with. So, you know, as I say, I am very passionate. I'm very, very keen on stressing, whenever I get the opportunity, the importance of libraries, and please, you know, let's try and keep them going, however, which way we can do that. So that's kind of my thoughts on libraries. I won't, you know, wish on too much. But with regard to the reading element of stuff, what does reading, I'm often asked this when I do talks, and you know, what is reading to me? I think, first of all, it's been a lifesaver for me. And I think reading and books are for many people. I think primarily for me, reading was about two things, and still is very much so, but particularly as a younger person, was about education, about learning about things. It was, you know, books enabled me to find out about anything that I wanted to find out about, because I'd go to the library. So that was a very big thing. I remember as a child really enjoying going through encyclopedias and depicted history books. And I think then when I got a little bit older and I got that sort of click that happens, I think, as you're growing up and becoming a reader, where you suddenly really get stories and you really get the whole joy of what reading is about. Then reading became about escapism for me, you know, escaping into a different world. And as I was saying before, you know, when I was talking a little bit about the books, I think this is my greatest joy, is that I have been able to give people an escapism, if nothing else. I think that's so important in life, really. I think we all need a little opt-out, and it's a really safe opt-out, isn't it, reading books? So that's kind of in a nutshell what reading means to me personally. But before I go, I just want to say it has been great sharing with you my love of reading and libraries, and I could go on, but I won't. If you want to find out more about the Shipyard Girls on the home front, or about me or the series or anything else you might want to talk about, really, writing, reading, even perhaps sort of, the research I did into the books, which is very much set in the Northeast shipyards during World War II. So it was a quite sort of intense period of research I did for that. But so anything basically you want to chat about, just come into this Zoom event that's happening with South Tyneside Libraries. It's going to be on the 27th of March at 1 o'clock, and you can get free tickets on the Word website, which is, and I hope I've got this right, www.theworduk.org. So I hope to see you all there. Thank you. Bye-bye.